The world of professional sports has just witnessed a moment of pure history, and it didn't happen on a tennis court. While the elite players of the WTA were preparing for the massive sunshine swing in California, the focus of the entire tennis industry shifted to a quiet town in Oregon called Beaverton. This is the home of the Nike World Headquarters, the place where legends like Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, and LeBron James were transformed into global icons. And on this Friday, February 27th, 2026, the gates of this sporting empire opened wide to welcome its newest and most exciting superstar, Alexandria. After her historic climb to a career-high world ranking of number 31, the 20-year-old sensation from the Philippines was given a level of superstar treatment that has left the entire tour in absolute shock. This wasn't just a routine sponsorship meeting. It was a global coronation. As Alexandria stepped onto the campus, she was greeted by the top brass of the Nike empire with a level of fanfare usually reserved for major champions. The most stunning moment of the visit happened inside the legendary Nike Tunnel, a place where the portraits of the greatest athletes in history are displayed. In a move that signaled a massive shift in Nike's global strategy, Alex found her own portrait staring back at her. The display, titled History in Full Bloom, featured her iconic reactions from her breakthrough victories in Miami and Dubai. To see a Filipina athlete enshrined alongside the titans of sport sent a clear message to the world. Alexandria is no longer just a rising star. She is now the face of a new generation. The shock waves from this visit are already being felt in the WTA locker rooms as veterans struggle to comprehend how a 20-year-old has commanded such immense commercial power. The details of the visit are nothing short of incredible. Sources inside the headquarters suggest that Alex was presented with a custom-designed kit specifically honoring her Filipino heritage. One of the highlights included a shirt inspired by the sampita, the national flower of the Philippines, a theme that Nike has used to symbolize her rapid evolution. She was also reportedly gifted a special edition pair of shoes that are not yet available to the public, signaling that her transition from a junior contract to a full pro deal is finally complete. With reports of a contract reaching as high as $75 million over 10 years, Nike is betting everything on the effect. They are not just buying her tennis results. They are investing in her unique ability to connect with millions of fans across Asia and the United States. While some critics may question if a player ranked number 31 deserves this level of attention, the numbers tell a different story. Every stadium Alexandria plays in turns into a home court for the Philippines, and her merchandise is already outselling many of the top 10 players. This superstar treatment in Oregon is Nike's response to the growing global demand for a new relatable icon. By clearing the path and making her the center of their tennis brand, Nike has effectively declared that the era of Alexandria is here. As she finishes her Oregon tour and prepares to fly to California for her Indian Wells debut, the world is realizing that history is indeed in full bloom. This is the moment a young girl from Quezon City became a global superstar, and the journey has only just begun. The atmosphere inside the Nike World Headquarters in Oregon has shifted dramatically, and the cause is the 20-year-old powerhouse from the Philippines. While legends of the past have long dominated the billboards of Beaverton, there's a new queen in town, and her name is Alexandria. The superstar treatment she is receiving is not just about hospitality. It is a strategic takeover of the global tennis market. As of this weekend, February 28, 2026, when the glass doors of Nike World Headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon slid open that morning, it was supposed to be just another strategy session. Product designers had mood boards pinned to white walls. Marketing executives were fine-tuning global campaigns. Creative directors were debating color palettes for the next signature collection. But by the end of the day, everything changed. Because Alexandria didn't just walk into Nike HQ. She walked in as the future, globe-showing Europe, Africa, a star from the islands. Alexandria's journey didn't begin under bright American spotlights. It began thousands of miles away in the Philippines, on courts where humidity clings to your skin and every point feels like a battle against the sun itself. From a young age, Alex wasn't just playing tennis. She was proving something. That greatness doesn't require geography. That champions can rise from anywhere. That the Philippines could produce a global sports icon. Her relentless drive, fearless baseline power, and ice-cold composure turned heads early. Juniors tournaments, international stages, historic milestones. Every swing of her racket echoed louder than the last. And Nike was listening. Eyes the moment Nike noticed. Inside Nike's Athlete Intelligence division, yes, that's a real thing. Analysts track rising stars around the world. Data, performance metrics, growth curves, social impact, market potential. Alex's name kept appearing in bold, not just because she was winning, but because she carried something else, presence. She played with controlled aggression. She spoke with humility. She inspired with authenticity. And in Southeast Asia, one of the fastest-growing sports markets in the world, she wasn't just an athlete. She was hope. One executive reportedly said during a strategy meeting, "She's not just representing a country. She's representing a generation." That was the moment the room shifted. Police cars revolving light emergency creative summit. Rumor has it that Nike HQ called for an immediate cross-department meeting. Not for damage control. Not for a crisis. For opportunity. Design. Brand strategy. Global women's sports. Asia-Pacific marketing. Digital innovation. All in one room. The question wasn't should we sign her. It was how big can we go? Fire the offer that changed everything. This wasn't your standard endorsement contract. This was a statement. Nike didn't want Eala as just another athlete on a roster. They wanted her as a face of the future, a long-term global ambassador, a centerpiece in their women's performance revolution, a symbol of global expansion beyond traditional power markets. And when the proposal was presented, it reportedly included a multi-year elite athlete contract, signature apparel influence, dedicated performance innovation team, custom global campaign rollout, Southeast Asia Youth Development Initiatives under her banner. For a young athlete from the Philippines, this wasn't just unreal, it was historic. Office building inside Nike HQ, superstar treatment. When Alex officially visited Nike headquarters, it wasn't a quiet handshake in a conference room. It was full-scale superstar energy. A private tour of the campus, a showcase of Nike's innovation labs, a curated walkthrough of the Athlete Performance Center, customized training gear waiting with her name stitched inside. Designers presented mock-ups inspired by Filipino heritage, subtle flag accents, island-inspired color gradients, woven textures that told a story beyond sport. One insider described the vibe as, like welcoming the next Serena-level global icon. That's not small praise. That's generational belief.